This video is brought to you by Cool Green Clothing.
So I see this man out here every week. He out here getting it, man. Cool and Green, man. Pull up on him, man. Saratoga Street. He out here every day.
Always come back for more, man.
Get him, bro. Support him, motherfucker. Support him, motherfucker.
Exactly, man.
Word.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2Times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to like, comment, share. Definitely watch this one to the end to get the full story. Let's get right into it. Stick up boys, a street profession most of the time that's aimed at people trapping or people getting a lot of money. Some look at it as a quick way to make cash, but it's a dangerous profession, especially since you never know who you're robbing, and one mistake can be fatal, since some victims have a fight or flight mentality. And today on the Baltimore Way, we will be discussing a case involving two childhood friends who decided to become stick-up boys, ending in one of them losing their life and one of them receiving life in prison. According to sources, Marcus Chip Lassane grew up pretty normal. Roof over the family's head. His brother would say in interviews they had cars in high school, things were good. But when Chip would go missing, it would lead to BPD in the community questioning his childhood friend, Dante Bakersville. But Dante wasn't talking to police, so they tried a different tactic, bringing in Chip's brother to talk to Dante since they all grew up together. Chip's brother would tell Dante people were suspicious and the streets were talking and felt like he had something to do with his brother disappearing since him and Chip were so close and people were gunning for him. Dante decided to talk a little, telling Chip's brother the two went to rob someone for allegedly $1,000 worth of coke and it went bad, but he didn't know where Chip was at. Chip's brother was confused, stating why would his brother be robbing, since he had recently had a child and got a job and was a good dude and very popular in the community. BPD still felt like Dante was holding back, but the family, police, and the community started searching for Chip and feared the young man was already gone. Chip's family would hold a vigil for the man at Beachfield Elementary, but Chip still wasn't found. Police relied back on Chip's brother to talk to Dante and get more information, thinking Chip was hit in a robbery attempt gone bad and Dante knew he could be charged if that was the case. Chip's brother told Dante, "Man, I don't think you did anything to my brother, but the streets do, and you are becoming a target," and the plot for revenge was coming Dante's way. Dante would finally break down to his childhood friend about what happened. The plot was to meet a man to buy the coat, but Chip and Dante decided they were going to take it instead. Once they met up with the target, he would tell them he didn't bring all the product, and allegedly Chip led the man holding a blicky back to his home in the 2500 block of Oswego Avenue to get the rest of the coat. Dante stated he stayed outside to look out, but Dante stayed and got paranoid after a minute. He panicked and took off. Taking police to the robbery location, it was still no trace of Chip though, but yellow tape on the scene, leaving everyone confused. Then one day, a 19-year-old Northwestern High School student and athlete would go to school fresh out of the emergency room at Sinai Hospital. The young man didn't look well, and rumors were going through the school stating the athlete was shot the night before. Once the rumors made it to the school's police officer, he decided to have a talk with the young man since the two had become close. The young man at first stuck to the same story he told police at the hospital. He didn't remember who he was with, what took place, where he was at. He just know he got shot. But eventually the teen would break down, crying, stating he shot someone last night. The night in question, the student stated it was his birthday and he was smoking and playing the game with his friends when one man walked outside, but then chaos would break out. Allegedly, Chip entered the home, blicky in hand, asking for the drugs or he was going to hit everybody. The men were scared and felt as though even though if they complied, they would still be hit. So they decided to fight, going at Chip. Sometime in the altercation, the teen wrestled the blicky away from Chip and let off shots, hitting him. The team would eventually take police to the scene where they could see multiple bullet holes in the home and could tell it was a struggle. Telling police he was scared they wouldn't believe him, so he eventually led them to the blicky, a 9mm in the bushes on the 2500 block of Loyola Southway. Police finally knew what happened, but still Chip's body wasn't found. But 1 week later, a man was sweeping the alley a few blocks from the crime scene. The man was looking through a pile of trash because of TVs in a baby crib when he spotted a body, a plastic bag covering the head and feet, and it was Chip, and he was gone. Chip's family wanted to know who took his body away from the scene and what went wrong with the popular young man. Chip was loved by everybody and was on the right track. Why did he start robbing? But the body found did bring the family closure. The 19-year-old student was not charged in the hit because it was allegedly self-defense, but Dante was charged with Chip's situation and another hit in which a 28-year-old man that worked at Spring Grove as a security guard was found dumped behind a railroad car in South Baltimore by the B&O Railroad Museum. The man was stabbed 38 times, in which later was revealed Dante tried to rob the man for some grass and it went left. Dante will be found guilty in his case and sentenced to life in prison. Chip's brother stated his brother always wanted to fit in with the crowd and was a follower. Moral of this story, stay in your own lane, do your own thing, be your own boss, because you only get one life. And in a fight or flight situation, people will not just let you take their life, they might just take yours. Be careful what you do out here. Fast money is not always worth your life, but hey, that's the Baltimore way. Man, crazy story, you feel me? Messed up situation all around the board. I think this happened back in like 2013, I want to say. But yeah, so basically, everybody in the community, everybody loved Chip. And they were saying they don't know why he started robbing, why he wanted to be a stick-up boy with his homie Dante. But they went on the lick. And the young men, you feel me, they were scared that even if they complied, that Chip was still going to shoot. So they decided to fight. You feel me? They was able to get the blicky from him, which cost him his life because they shot. And Dante got out of there. He got off the scene, man. Crazy it be like that in them situations, you feel me? Because things happen, things go left, and everybody ain't going to just give it up. Some people get scared, and then they fear that make them fight even more, you feel me? Because they feel like they fighting for their life. You know what I mean? Dante got life in prison. He got charged with another hit as well, and then his homie gone. So 2 lives lost, you feel me? The young man, he never got charged because they felt like it was self-defense. But yeah, man, y'all already know this is another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 Times. Be sure to like, comment, share. Love y'all, fam. I'm out.